Woohoo! Hey everybody, I hope you have your coffee ready and ready to rock and roll because we have some gorgeous mug rugs to make. I've picked out spectacular fabric that I'm really happy with. But first, let's go through all the usual things. My name is Sue and I'm from OML Embroidery, and over there, manning all the special effects and the thank you is Dawn.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
You sound like a cartoon character.
Why, hello.
Why, hello. That's Mrs. Doubtfire, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe. He doesn't know who he's imitating. That's funny. Everyone's saying hi, Dawn. Nails. Isabel says, nails. All right. So the nails are just groovy. I don't know how well you can see the sparkles. But this is holographic black with silver designs on it. So, booyah. Groovy nails. You'll be able to see them better when I go to McDreamy. Awesome. So, yeah, groovy today. Lovely. Thank you, Lila. Thank you. We always got to go through that. Thank you to all of our moderators for helping out. We really appreciate you guys, and we love all of you guys. This is our favorite time. Grab your coffee, sit, relax, chat, or stitch, or anything. So, shall we look at my plan for today? All right, so I got... What?
No.
Stop it. I got this fabric pack. Now, what it is, it's from Cricut. So, I'm not sure if they sell them anymore, but the only problem is they're pre-cut to fit the Cricut mat, the big Cricut mat. However, they're gorgeous. Look at this. So, it's, I don't know how well you guys can see, but it's rose gold. And thanks to Santa Mom, I happen to have, look at that, perfectly matching thread. So that's
Santa
what we're
Mom?
going to do. Santa Mom.
Is
Yeah,
it
everyone.
rose gold metallic?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's perfect. I saw the fabric and because I was like, yeah, what am I going to do? I want something. I don't necessarily want to do bright colors, although I think that would be stunning. And then I realized I have the perfectly matching thread.
Is this going to be a Miss Fancy Pants flowery mug rug?
This is an elegant.
Rose gold and black and...
Yeah. So these are the colors. Look, this is just kind of rose gold hash marks almost, so it's nice and light. And then polka dots. Who doesn't love polka dots? And gorgeous stripes, and they introduce a bit of white, sparse hearts, and then this gorgeous stuff. So anyways, it's a great find. I love it, and this is what I've chosen to do. So the white-ish, that's the backing. I pre-cut my circle. Hopefully that's going to work out right. Big flower and small flower, and then this is the back, and these are the threads that I'm using. So King Star metallic thread, thank you very much for making such awesome colors. I'm so excited to see how it's gonna look. So I'm gonna keep it kind of two colors. That's all I'm gonna be using, so I'm kind of excited about that. It's gonna be an elegant mug rug. However, if you are doing bright colors, you can see by the ones that our testers did. I can't get this. The ones that our testers did, that they are incredibly beautiful with bright colors, the yellows and the reds, and yeah, it's awesome. So everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. New people, we see a few new people, and of course we love the names that we can recognize. I'm just going to pop this on McDreamy so I have it ready, which would be cool.
I'm still on the desk unless you want me to switch.
No, I didn't say to switch now, did I?
Checking.
You check all you want.
My director in chat didn't say anything. So
Well, maybe she wants to pay attention to me, not you. Possibly. So that's my selection, and I'm going to hope it comes together. Now, this mug rug has a little bit of a trick to it. So, Isabel, you're right on the ball today, Isabel. Bobbin. Yes, I checked my bobbin, and I actually ironed my fabric. So beautiful for today. And I have, of course, my gorgeous batting. So this is all we need for mine, depending on your colors. I was saying that before I interrupted myself, that there's a little trick to this one, because if you notice, the flowers are outside of the circle and it's a shape. So I'm going to show you that little trick that I came up with, and it's awesome. So Barbara says, good morning, Sue and Don's mom, and Lynn. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome.
Santa Mom today.
Well, Kingstar Metallic, the whole set. I mean, you can't complain. So if there are any questions, just ask away. Dawn is looking at the screen. I may miss it because I'm focusing on Mr. McDreamy, which is my brother Dream Machine. What size to cut out? It's all in the description, Louise. Is it Louise? Louisa, sorry. Couldn't quite see, my iPad's a little far away. All the measurements are in the description of everything you need to do. So,
Want me to read it?
yeah, if you have it, you'll have to come closer to the mic.
I can do that. I got it right here.
Okay.
Use a 6x6 hoop or larger.
Yes.
Water soluble stabilizer.
Yes.
6x6 batting. 5x5 circle. 4x4 large flower. 3x3 smaller flower. And your back fabric is 6x6.
So, easy measurements. So, our first step is going to be the batting. So, how about going over to McDreamy, who is my brother Dream Machine?
McDreamy's up.
McDreamy is up. Hopefully, oh, just hold on. I got to move a chair, a stool. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so McDreamy, hi McDreamy. We are going to start off with my 6x6 hoop, water soluble stabilizer. And as I always say, don't cut your stabilizer down. I've done it for the camera, because if I had the stabilizer up here, you guys wouldn't be able to see what's going on. So don't cut it. I just do it just for this stitch along. And I'm going to use black thread for the outlines and everything, and that's also for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. If I was going to use a lighter color, which is normally recommended, you guys wouldn't be able to see anything. So those two things being said, let's start with our shape. So that's our first step, is placement. And the black is a nice contrast for you guys. You guys will be able to see it really well. And I have a brand new bobbin in. And I should have picked a black one, but I forgot until now, so. It's not that much bigger. It fits nicely into the hoop. I could have made it a little bit bigger, I think. But I like it. Okay, so now we know what we're aiming for. And we're going to place down our batting, which basically fits inside the hoop. So we're just going to lay that down. You don't have to fiddle with it too much because it's going to fit perfectly. All right, so let's stitch that down.
No batting chicken?
I don't play batting chicken.
Oh.
I play chicken, everything else, but no batting chicken. Debbie Mitchell gave me a whole bunch of her scraps, and I value them, so I don't mess around. I don't mess around. Whoops, be careful putting your hands in there. You don't really want to do that. Okay, I'm going to trim this now. You don't have to, but I just think it's going to make everything easier for placement. So take the hoop out, get a nice flat surface, and Dawn, back to the desk.
Back to the desk.
back to the desk. Are we up? Hello?
Yep.
Okay. So this is when the duck-billed scissors come in handy. That this part here is going to glide over your kind of delicate water-soluble stabilizer. So you want the duck-bill on that, and you won't gouge it and wreck it. Because even at this point, if you move your water-soluble stabilizer, you're going to move everything, and then stuff will be out of alignment.
Stream. Do we come back up?
I see McDreamy, so switch it over to the desk.
Your audio should be up. Yep, audio's up. We're up. Okay.
We back. Can you switch it over to the desk?
Yep, sorry about that.
Wow. Wow. We lost like 100 people. We lost like 100 people. Oh my goodness.
It's coming back up.
We have never had that happen. The program that we broadcast with crashed. We're like, never happened before. So
Thank you for the donations that came in while we were fixing that problem.
well, stuff happens. It happens. So yay, we're back. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but if it does, don't panic. We just got to restart the program. And of course, we're going to find out why it crashed, but we'll do that after. So again, be careful with your trimming. Make sure you have the duck-billed part down. This is what it's made for. You don't always have to use it this way, but this is what it's made for, to protect your stabilizer or whatever's underneath. So when I trim, I don't usually talk, but I try to keep it as close to the line as I can, trying to make it, look good. We want it to look good, and we want it to, everything to cover up. So back on track. Whew! You okay, Don? That was whew!
I gotta open up all my sub windows here. I gotta get my whole control panel set up again.
Can you switch to McDreamy?
Yep. McDreamy is up.
So, while Don's fiddling with everything that closed, and we have 3 monitors full of stuff to make this happen, that we'll just keep going, moving on. So, the next thing we're going to do is put our pretty circle down. Now, I pre-cut my circle, and I may or may not have added enough extra to it, so it might be kind of touchy, but we're going to try. I don't want to call it circle chicken, pre-cut maybe. So let's do our placement line. We know where it's going to go, but we're going to do the placement line and see if I can place it. In the meantime, I'm just going to use a little bit of spray because I know it's going to be really tight fit. So this will just help keep it in place. So a little bit of spray away from your machine. Let's see how I did. I'm just going to move it closer to me because I have a camera to dodge as well. Oh, I love perfection. What do you guys think? Oh, that felt really good. That's perfect. I'm just going to check over here. Right on the line. That is how it's done. There we go. Fantastic. Super happy with that. Now we're going to stitch it down and do some zigzags. So let's stitch it down. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. I didn't pre-cut anything else, just the circle was easy. Yep, it's all catching too. Not there, but we'll be doing zigzag stitches. Alright, it's off a tiny bit, but it's okay. No panic. No panic. And here's our zigzag stitches to finish the job, and this is one reason why I love the zigzag stitches, because anything that missed, a little bit back here missed, it's going to get sewed down. There we go. Thank you. It's kind of a backup to your placement. And now I don't have to worry at all. So, perfect. That's the only downside, I guess. Make sure when you are cutting your circles or pre-cutting anything, I just used it on the Cricut. I had it out and I just plunked the fabric down. Just make sure you add a little bit to it. Mine is right on the money. Always be careful putting your hands in here too. I just want to make sure it catches that part, and boom. But make sure you add a little bit extra so it goes to like just a little bit further. Okay, now we are going to introduce our gorgeous King Star metallic thread.
Ooh,
So
wait.
I know, I'm hoping this really comes together. This is a new spool. I've never used it, so I'm excited to see how it looks. I have a little bit of the sticky spray stickied on my hand, and it's really annoying. Sorry, my puffy hands are in the way. It's hard to get around the camera sometimes, but I think I have it figured out. Okay, we ready for this? So it's going to do 1, 2, 3 flowers and then over to another one. As this is stitching out, pay attention to the connections. That's all I'm saying. It's a perfect example. So I think this is going to look really good. Now these are just fill stitch flowers. And I'm hoping they don't get lost in the fabric, but I think it's going to be okay. So they're going to be a few minutes stitching, but it's not bad. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. This one looks more like a copper one.
Thank you everyone for the donations.
Yes, thank you. Do you have the thank yous coming up yet?
Yeah, the titler's acting weird, so I'm trying to figure it out, but thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Dawn usually puts the names up, but seeing how we had our crash, don't even worry about it. What do you bond with when cutting on the Cricut? So I have a Cricut Maker, and they have a mat that is pink, and they also have a rotary cutter, which, let me tell you, makes all the difference. So I don't do anything special. I sized the circle. You get basic shapes, you get tons of everything. I sized the circle, sent it. I plunked the fabric on the fabric mat. I changed it to the rotary cutter, like I said, makes all the difference, and cut it out. And it didn't take very long at all to do. And it's really handy. So the Cricut Maker is made for cutting fabric. So I love it. The Brother one does it as well. And if you guys noticed on my fabric, there's nothing on the back of it. There was nothing on the back of the circle either. Some of them it works better if you put stuff on the back, but I don't, so it makes it easier. I need a pink mat, but can cut with my Explorer Air 2. Yes, I find you can do fabric on any cutter, so if you don't have the rotary blade, which is really cool, it will turn for the angle. It sets itself up so you don't have any dragging. If you're just using a blade and cutting, it drags, and the rotary blade turns just like. Sandy Ackery, still learning my Cricut Maker. Well, let me know if you need any help or any videos, because it is awesome. Which cutter do you prefer using? Well, I have all three. And for business, I use the Studio 3 because the program is really good for designing. For embroidery, I either use the cutter or the Brother Scan and Cut. But I will say, if I could combine all of them, it would be a Cricut Maker with the Brother Scan and Cut software and I guess the Silhouette software. So Cricut videos would be awesome. Well, okay, I do use it all the time. And it's really, really great with that rotary cutter. If you don't have one, look into it, because I found a pattern on Cricut. I don't know why I didn't think of it in the first place. For surgical caps, my Sam needs them. She needs them a lot for work, and it is the best thing. And I have the extra long mat, the pink mat, which is the fabric mat, and it's like $5. And of course, if you have the Cricut fabric, you just slap it on there, but it's amazing. Never tried cutting fabric. What setting would you put the fabric on for fabric? You have a what? I don't know what that is, but no rotary cutter on the Explorer Air series. Yeah, I know. The quickest way to get around that is to put fusible stuff on the back, and it makes it cut really smartly. I do have a video on the Brother Scan and Cut for fussy cutting and cutting out pieces for a mug rug, and it is a Creative Kiwi mug rug. It's under the playlist that's called OML Crafty Extras. So check that out. And see what it's all about. I highly recommend it, though. It's fantastic. You just have to do a little different placement like I did there, and you got to remember to add a little bit, not a whole lot, because you don't want to have to trim it, but I would only get a maker for the rotary color. Otherwise, I don't like the company due to proprietary issues with other software. Oh, well, I don't know anything about that. I like all my cutters, and they all have different reasons to be liked, I guess. The Silhouette is an older version, but the software is fantastic. Scan and Cut is McSteamy, so McDreamy's best friend, and they work so well together, and it's really nice to be able to just put the design on a USB right from McDreamy and take it over to the cutter and cut it out. It's great. If it had a rotary blade, I'd be thrilled. The other thing I like to do with my cutters is, and I think I did a video on it too, making cards and stuff. Like, I do use it quite a bit. And what I did is I made a matching card to a mug rug, and I just took a little bit of the fabric and everything. Did you say you have the Silhouette Cameo? Yeah, the older one, not any of the new ones. Bonnie says, I have the Scan and Cut that I got with my machine. Wow, I paid like $800 for mine, or $700 or something, but nowhere to set it up, so I don't use it, thinking of selling it. You could try. It's awesome, though. Fantastic. So you don't have to have cutters. You don't at all. I just happen to like mine. So, okay, loving the pink. It's slightly different, but it looks amazing, I think. I'm pretty happy with that. So I am going to leave this color in, and we're going to do the outline to the flower. Now this one I am going to have to trim because I ran out of time to pre-cut all my flower pieces. So I just did one. And this is the larger flower. Woo! I love it. Oh, it's so pretty. So I'm going to do this groovy fabric on the big flower. And as soon as he does his dance, I'm going to place it on there. You could fussy cut your fabric as well. If you have sweet pea rulers that you can see through, that would be great. The cutter makes it, especially, see, the Brother Scan and Cut, you can scan the fabric and place it where you want. So I love it for that too. And okay, the next step is going to stitch it down. These are like bold patterns, but I think it's gonna look fantastic. It's so pretty.
Norseman sent you a pink ice cream cone.
Norseman sent me a what?
Pink ice cream cone.
Pink ice cream cone. Oh, thank you. Bloop. Okay, Dawn, back to the desk, please, so we can trim our flower.
Yes, I will.
Okay, this fabric I was noticing, I don't know what kind of fabric it is, but it is gorgeous. Like, it's a little bit thicker than regular quilting cotton. It's beautiful. So again, I am going to trim very carefully around this. Well, not all that carefully, but I'm going to trim it. Oh, I caught a little bit of batting that was a little bit too long. So I'm trying to be careful. I like to cut the batting separately. I very rarely cut both together. Sometimes it works if it's a simple shape, but I tend not to, because it's not as neat because you're going through so much. So I prefer to do it this way. Even though there's a little bit extra of the batting, I'm not going to fuss with it because I really, really don't want to move any of the fabric over and have everything misaligned. So I hold up, and I'm doing this very gently, this part. I hold the fabric and I put a little tension on it, and it makes for a nicer cut. But I'm not pulling it enough that it moves anything. It just helps me get through. And I usually use, you know, little cuts rather than trying to do the whole thing. And even if it's a little jagged, our wonderful satin stitches are going to cover up the whole thing, which is a perfect. Yeah, I'm loving this. Flowers inside flowers. What do you guys think so far? I think it's awesome. Awesome. Beautiful. This is going to match perfectly. Okay, done. Back to the machine.
But you can't just bring it on me like that. Back to the machine.
Back to the machine. Stop whinging. So the next step is we're going to do our gorgeous zigzag stitches to hold everything down nicely. So even if you make a boo-boo, like I almost did here, I was off a tiny bit, this is going to hold it down, and it makes for better satin stitches, finishing stitches at the end, because you won't have any fabric, you know, sticking up or sticking over, that sort of thing. So zigzag stitches are important. Now, if you notice, my cuts are not perfect, but they are held down, so I'm happy with that. And it'll still look absolutely fantastic when we're done. That thread is amazing. It's going to look amazing. The metallic, amazing. So now we're going to do the applique for the second flower. We can probably guess where to put it, but let's do our placement. I think it's
I like that flower.
yeah, you liking it?
Yeah.
Kind of groovy, huh? I like to think outside the box. I'm sure there's no black and metallic pink flowers in this world, but I don't think it matters either. It's just, I love it. Beautiful. Okay, so this is a smaller piece, and there's a few polka dots on it. Did I make it up there? Never be afraid to check. We should be good there.
Lynn says hi.
Lynn, hi Lynn. I didn't say hi to Lynn, did I? Or did I?
Yeah, I think you did.
I think I did. Hi Lynn.
Hi in text.
Oh, in text. She can comment. Woo! That was a bit close. Woo! I must say. I should have planned it so this was in the middle. Ha! That would have been great. So, Dawn, back to the desk, please.
Okay, desk is up.
So, I should have placed that a little bit better, or made the cut a little bit bigger, maybe 3.5 by 3.5, so you're not playing applique chicken. So this one's a little bit harder to see, and the polka dots aren't in any kind of a pattern, which I found a little strange, but it still looks good. But I thought, oh, usually polka dots are in a pattern, so this would be, the flower would be filled with polka dots, but we get the idea. We're cool. Now I'm doing the flowers the same colors. There are color stops in it for you guys. If you want to do 2 different flowers, that's fine. There's color stops everywhere for it. I am going to do most of it, all of it, in black and the pretty pink, but you can do any colors, but don't be afraid to play with your colors. Look at some of the examples on OML Embroidery .com that people use different. There's even a Batman fabric one in there, which it looks fantastic. Yellows, any colors, any bright colors, and it is kind of scrappy because you're not, you know, you're not using a whole lot of fabric for this. 5 by 5 is the biggest, and you can use whatever you want for the back. Felt is nice for the back as well, so then you don't have to use fabric. I happen to have matching fabric this time, which doesn't always happen, but it's happening today. All right, so I did a little bit of a hack job there. It's not too bad, and I know my zigzaggies are gonna cover it. So 3 polka dots, 3.5 polka dots. Oh, and there's a little bit there. So far, yep. Okay, back to McDreamy. Oh, whack. McDreamy is up. So we're ready for our zigzag stitches now, which is perfect. And we're gonna get to the tricky bit shortly. It's after we get this done, and we gotta stitch the insides of the flowers, which I might have to change a little bit. I can't remember what I did, because I changed the colors on my machine, but maybe because if it's a black center on the flowers, I want black centers on these ones, but not on this one, and I can't remember how I changed it. So Zigzag Stitches save the day, and yes, I did do that. So I'm going to have to pay close attention and just stop my machine before it does the big one. So thread change, and black fell. No, where is it? There it is. Sorry, I couldn't find the end. And quickly thread it and see how this is going to work. Hopefully I catch it. If I forget, then oh well, there's no black flowers in nature anyways. So a black flower could have a black center if I wanted. It should go around in order, so it should be kind of easy to do. I think the black center, I'll just leave it. The black center would look good on the other one. I think it'll look good. So elegant flavors today. So while this is stitching, because I don't have to watch it like a hawk, that is turning out gorgeous. Thank you, Alicia. I thought it was different. You know me, I do different stuff. I was thinking if you threw some Halloween colors, so you could do purple, orange, colors like that, white you could throw in there. Oh, and that neon kind of green. Oh, Misha says that I have to do rose gold. All right, I'll use rose gold on it. Now I have to pay attention. So everything should go in order, so it should be this one, then change back, and then that one, which is fine. Just a couple extra color changes. I got it. I got this. So I have my finger on the button ready to stop it. Oh, saved. Saved by good digitizing. So it gives you space to change it. I think on the original one that it has stops for everything, so you don't have to worry. I just wasn't paying enough attention when I was changing everything. So all you have to do in this case is press stop. And we stop. He does his little thread dance and change it over, and we only have the pink ones left. Remember to always pull your thread, I don't know what's going on here, it's stuck a little bit, in the direction that your machine is going, so you don't so you don't mess up anything. We don't want anything messed up. Why? You're not allowing me a change. That's weird. That is weird. Okay, hold on. Let me figure this out.
You having issues over there too?
I just one part of McDreamy for the threading is closed, and I don't remember how to. Oh, Cut had it open for a second. Up there. That's how to do it. Figured it out. Nobody panic.
I didn't figure out my problem yet. I don't know what the problem is over here.
For what?
The titler's not working with the...
Don't worry about it, sweetie.
I'm not.
We'll just say it. You can...
Oh, I found a workaround for it.
Yeah. Pay more attention to...
I'm bringing them up.
Probably has to do with the crash, you know, that likes to restart.
It's Wirecast. The titler's working okay.
Well,
Kind of.
stitch happens, right?
It does.
It happens.
And we move on. We're going.
What about a mug rug dog bone shape for dog lovers? Yep. It's actually going to be a Christmas one, so yay. I want to make a stuffy. I just haven't figured out what we're going to do yet. Also, I would like to do Christmas in July because why not, right? You can get stuff done early. I also use these mug rugs under soap dishes on my granite counters to keep the water spots away. Brilliant. There's so many uses for these mug rugs. I mean, it's all applique, so literally skip the batting and the backing, and you can applique this on a sweatshirt, any kind of a shirt, anything. You don't have to make a mug rug. At one point there was people complaining about it, and I'm like, whoa, think outside the box. You have a beautiful design, put some writing around it at the top and at the bottom, personalize it. There's so many things you can do with it. Lila, hello Lila, thank you very much. Thank you for all the donations if we missed any. So I'm always behind for Christmas, so July would be great. Yeah, I might even add in like a Sunday sew-along or something, Sunday afternoon, just to pick a different time, and add in another live, just so we can, just so we can get caught up and get started and find some cool things. I know Karina has a couple of mug rugs that we're gonna play around with, her funny ones, which are awesome. I already started making Christmas gifts. Yeah, no, not me. I'm happy to design them though. I have a lot of ideas. I am Halloween. I have so much Halloween fabric that I absolutely adore. So that's where my excitement is. However, I did get a lot of Christmas ones. Y'all know that Blueprint is going out, and they had super sales on, so I just stocked up. Thank goodness for Visa, but I stocked up on as much as possible, so I have it. So I don't usually buy yardage, but I bought yardage to the packs. that I have, and tried to get some solid colors too. Okay, so the next step, and here's where the trickiness starts. The next step is we're going to do the satin stitch on the bottom half, the inside half of each. And then we're going to do the satin stitch on the outside. We're going to attach the back first and then do the satin stitches on the outside. It's fantastic when it's done. You can't even tell. So let's get stitching that. And this is what I've been waiting for. It's gonna look cool. I just wanted to see how this looks, because the metallic thread is stunning as a satin stitch. This is pretty cool too, a fill stitch. Yeah, oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. It is so elegant. Oh, you don't have my screen up. How does the metallic pink and the colors show up really well?
Yeah.
I'm looking on my iPad, but my iPad is always darker.
Yeah, it looks good. You can tell it's metallic.
It matches this color almost completely. It doesn't match the background 100%, but it still looks good. Are you saying something? Oh. Yeah, you can see it. That's a great view. Sorry, I turned my head. You probably didn't hear it well. So yeah, don't be afraid to think outside the box. This could be a scrappy one, so you could just use pieces of it, of your extra fabric, and make it gorgeous. So let me look here. I was able to watch a class of today on Blueprint. Yeah, they haven't announced what they're doing yet. They're not taking any more memberships, which is like, well, duh. So you still can. They haven't announced any dates, so. But anyways, I'll miss them as a resource for fabric. It was in Canadian dollars for me, which makes all the difference because the exchange rate kind of sucks right now. Someone said, who said that? That would be a great wedding decoration. Actually, it would be. You can make this as elegant as you want. You could actually put fabric down and put some tulle or something beautiful like that over it and stitch all that down. Do like almost like a double applique, so fabric and, you know, something sparkly. The tulle gives it a little sheen, or organza or anything like that. It would work nicely. Yeah, I decided to go elegant. And I'm really happy that I did, because it looks fantastic. When we get back to the desk, you guys will be able to see the colors way better. It's a bit brighter there. What? I blame Sue and need a good design yard sale. I know. I'll take the blame for that. That's okay. It's fine. That yard sale was spectacular. I hope everything will be settled down and we can go next year, because we planned a coffee date with everyone that was there and it was so much fun. So I love the mug rugs, as it's a great way to perfect your skills with different techniques. Sue and Dawn have taught me how to applique. Yay! Applique is so much fun. You can really play with your threads and your colors like I've done today. Like I said, I don't think there's any black flowers in nature, but I don't care because it looks gorgeous. I'd love to see a metallic flower though. Ha! So thank you for that, Nancy. We appreciate that. No, it shouldn't be freezing. That might be either YouTube, because they haven't changed any of their policies yet, or it might be your internet just taking a dip. It happens. It happens. Oh, this is so gorgeous. So I think I have 1 or 2 color changes left, and then we will be done.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it is beautiful. Did you see it like up close, Dawn? Because it looks way better than.
Oh yeah, the metallic is nice.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, I love that.
Santa Mom. I was originally going to use the Dance of the Dragonfly fabric, and on my way to find that, I found this, and I was like, yep, done. That's what I want.
Dragonfly fabric would have been good too.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. It's busy, but so are dragonflies, right? So, yeah. The color combo is gorgeous. Thank you, Sandra. It is. I was excited about it. Lynn says, I can't wait to see it. Yes, you'll see it tonight. It's for Mom, though. Dawn is...
What's the secret? What's wrong with you?
Because Lynn was just about to stake claim on it. That's what's wrong with me. What the heck, Dawn? So, what's next here? Oh, all right. Now we're going to put our back fabric on. And when you do this, you put it face down. I have my pile of threads here. Whoops. You put the back fabric. If it's felt, obviously you don't have to worry about it. This is the back of it. And the way I do it, not all the time, but sometimes, is I slip it underneath. Because we're using WSS, you can see through. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but you can see through it, and you know it all fits. And McDreamy doesn't like tape, so I don't usually tape anything down because he screams about it. So that's how I do it. Easy peasy. Remember, it is face down. So now we're going to stitch that down and then trim it. And we're almost done. That's awesome.
Can you get Kingstar in Canada? Do you know where to buy it if anywhere here? Or?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Mom got it online.
And Karina says, what if I want it?
I'll make you one, Karina. Better yet, I'll just send you the fabric and you can make your own. I'm kidding. Okay, so Dawn, back to the desk. And we can trim it. Now we've done all the other trimming, so this will make it easy. And yes, you have to trim as you go because of those lovely zigzag stitches. Now, I started that the wrong way because I really need my duck-billed scissors to protect, especially at this stage. Let me tell you, it absolutely sucks when you're at this stage and you wreck it because of that. You can fix it, but ask me how I know. I have done it many times. And it's annoying, so I learned to be careful. So make sure, I'm having a hard time actually seeing the stitch line. I can see it now.
Sue Shive says the new Halloween material is out of this world.
What new Halloween material?
I'm not sure.
What new Halloween material? Oh, I love Halloween material. My favorite dye from AccuQuilt is cat and bat. And if you can't guess what it is, what the dye is, it's a cat and a bat. And it's one of my favorites. But Halloween material, I pretty much cleaned out Blueprint of that when it went on sale a couple of years ago. And it is just sitting there waiting to be used on something groovy. But I was able to get some yardage of... not my favorite print of Halloween, but it's still Halloween, and it's still a nice one. So you'll have to tell us where you have found new Halloween fabric, because that is right up my alley. I think this year we're going to do some quilt blocks for Halloween, stitch them together. So... there we go. The back is going to look just as pretty as the front. Love it. Back to McDreamy, Dawn.
Dreamy's up.
Thank you very much. Now, we need to do a thread color change because we're going to stitch this part of the outside, like the circle part that's showing. We are going to stitch that in black so it has a groovy effect. So it's not all the same color all the way around. And I think that's kind of what makes it really cool. Took me a while to figure out this technique, but I'll be using it more. There we go. Oh, I wanted to say while I'm threading that everyone did an amazing job on the dime doors. When I watched, I had to watch the replay, but when I watched Eileen, she was just beaming. She loved everything you guys did. Oh, too late. No, of course I didn't change the bobbin. I never do. Like everyone's saying. Oh no, it's Karina. Karina, I don't have a black bobbin. I don't. I know. It's better if you do it that way. Sarah says it was great seeing so many OML dime doors on there. That was really cool, actually, wasn't it? There was the majority was from our group, and that's awesome. I'm sure Eileen Roche loved it. So we having any problems? What is this here? We might have pulled out a little bit. So let that be a lesson. Add a little bit more to your cutouts. I knew I didn't do enough. It's still gonna look okay. I'm not worried about it. I think it's just like a couple of, not even a centimeter out. The rest is working out fine. Actually, maybe it isn't. Alright, maybe it isn't. I'll look when I'm done. Isn't this cool, though? Okay, loving the black outside. The black circle. Elegant. You know, it would be really nice with silver, too. Or red, or gold. Ooh, gold flowers. Ooh. I didn't look for that fabric. My eye caught this one. I'm actually going to make a scrub cap for Sam out of this because all the fabric is pre-cut for the large, fabric mat. So it's really easy. I don't change the bobbin unless it's reversible. It does look prettier if you change the bobbin, but I just never do. Did you put the back on? Yes, I did, and I trimmed it too. I see I could have made a nice connection there, but I put in a trim instead. However, minor detail. It would have been nicer. So yeah, the back is on. You tuck it underneath. Yeah, I'm really happy with this color fabric experiment. I love the zigzags. I'm going to keep doing zigzags on our stitch outs because I think they help with the final look. They save you if you make a boo-boo. But the placement is... What? It stitches in order, but the placement is all over. I have a screenshot where would be a good place to post it for review. Well, you can PM it to either myself or Dawn or post it in the group. We had this tested by a whole bunch of testers and nobody said that there was any alignment problems, so we'll...
Stitching a little different than you're used to because of the design. But...
Yeah, I'm not misaligned in any way. But yeah, let us check it out and see if we can figure out what the problem is for you. Oh, the black outside. That is...
I love it.
Yeah, the black just balances it. I really like that. I wasn't gonna do black on the outside. I think the pink metallic would look good on the outside, but it's gonna be on the outside of the flowers, and I think that'll give it a really good look. Okay, thread away.
Says he's not. Misha said he's not stitching it. He's only viewing the VP3 format.
Oh well, I don't.
We'll look at it.
Yeah, we can still look at it. I don't have VP3, so I have no idea.
No, you can only do so much with the way the program works.
Yeah, there's sometimes issues. Now keep in mind we use either Perfect Embroidery Pro or Wilcom E4 to do everything. So yeah, we will check it out. Just PMS or whatever, and we will check it out. Nice connection here. You can't tell that we've separated it. So happy. No, I think that's down in the back. So happy. So yeah, think outside the box. This is awesome. You know what else would be amazing on any part of this is variegated thread. I think that would look really good. Not all of it variegated thread, but maybe the flowers or one flower. I think it would be good. Dawn Brown, I use VP3 and I'm looking at it now. Okay, is there a problem? I can't remember, Misha, if you stitched it out or not. Probably, because you do. Found no issues. Huh. Danita says, I just bought some variegated, but I haven't used it yet. Oh, variegated is so awesome. A great example I suggested when we were doing the dime doors for June. I said, oh, I should have thought of it before I stitched it out, but variegated thread on the flowers was stunning. Stunning. Yes, I did. I had no issues. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll figure it out. On shabby fabric connecting threads, and I think on smack. Well, so fun. Fun. It's really a lovely design and the colors are wonderful. Well, thank you. Alana Riff, my variegated is in the mail. I can't wait. Oh, it's so much fun. The only hard part about variegated thread is which one to pick and how often to use it, because it's hard because they're so beautiful. Oh, this is amazing. I'm so glad I picked that fabric.
On screen.
Does it? Let's see. Yeah, they can only see half of it. That's a pretty good view, though.
Yeah.
Stitching right. Pretty good view. We got our cameras down pat now.
Just kick the software in the pants and we'll be all set.
Kick the soft. Oh, our expensive broadcasting software. Do you mean?
And Titler software.
Oh. It freaked me out because the cameras turned off and I saw like a flash of light. I was like, what? What?
Yeah, if Wirecast crashes and so do the cameras.
Sandy says I used variegated on the leaves and the flowers for my June door. Yep. And it was beautiful. Just like an extra look. And I think it just adds to designs. You can overuse it, but if you use it in the right amount, it's gorgeous. I love it for lettering as well. Variegated thread looks great on lettering because it comes out in, stripes basically. Awesome. Mine is, and stitching out perfectly. Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate it. Yeah, all the dime doors were gorgeous. I'm pretty sure Eileen was pretty happy with your work. I was going to bring down my Secret Garden book from long ago, but I forgot. So maybe I'll remember for next time and show you guys the book, how old it is. It's awesome. Okay, this is a really good mug rug. This is one of my... There's definitely Joanne's. No smack, stupid spell check. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that? Dawn does that all the time.
All the time.
All the time. I read Dawn, so I'm pretty good at it now. There we go. The happy song. Dawn, can we go back to the desk and we're gonna take a good look at this?
Desk is up.
Oh. Okay, so a couple things. Excuse me. So, no, the way I was looking at it, I thought maybe this part was out, but it isn't. So, Zigzag Stitches saved the day. All hail Zigzag Stitches. How's that?
All hail Zigzag.
Yep, saved the day. I think maybe, well, maybe. So, you can't see where it's joined. It looks like one piece, and these are nicely tucked underneath. So I'm just going to rough cut it out of the water-soluble stabilizer. Oh, I have a tension problem. Okay. We got to fix McDreamy's tension. I didn't have that the last time I stitched, but I have it now. So let me explain that to you. When you are stitching and the back of your work is this, so it's all bobbin thread and only a tiny bit of the color, that means you need to adjust your thread. So this satin line, it should be 1/3 of the pink, 1/3 white, and 1/3 of the pink to have it in balance. And you can see that where it changed here. This is still, you know, we need to fix it. But you can see where it changed and it went to all white. The next step would be that it would come up, but we're not there yet. So I am going to fiddle with the tension. It'll hold together and everything, but, you know.
Horseman says it's the gremlins, I say.
I'm hoping that McDreamy doesn't have any gremlins, but, you know. So I like the puff of the flowers. They really stand up. This is a little bit puffy here. These stitched out perfectly. I think the colors are fantastic. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Think out the box. And, you know, you can make flowers any colors that you want. And I think this looks elegant. I am going to take this fabric and I'm going to stitch out the 3 flowers to match in the same colors. And I think that would be gorgeous. Just picture this on your coffee table and you have 4 of them and a candle in the middle. I think that would look stunning. So don't be afraid to try. I mean, if I did this and I didn't like it, it's, you know, worth the experiment. I call it experimenting. So don't be afraid to try. Keep learning applique. Perfect it so you make nice cuts and nice covering. Metallic thread from Kingstar is amazing. And I love this. I love the shape too. So I can't wait to see what you guys are going to come up with. So it's a fun stitch out. Change all the colors. I wanted mine specifically a little more monochrome or duochrome. So if you have any questions, go into OML Embroidery University Facebook group and we'll be happy to answer them there and help you out. I miss a lot of the chat. I go back and check it out because I know I'm missing out on some fun. So that is a better place to ask questions. There's a lot of friendly people in the group. Everyone's awesome. So download your design and get stitching. And yeah, hit the thumbs up and share the video, please. It's really important. The viewing has gone down, especially on the digitizing. It needs to be kicked up a little bit so I can keep it going. I love the sunset with Sue. So yeah, get watching, share, get all your embroidery friends in on it. The more we can do that, the more videos I will make for you guys. So it's a win-win situation. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please like it and share. Even if it's only on your timeline, share on your way out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye, everyone.